Welcome to Kenpo University. My name's Al Babinick. I'm your instructor. The definition for a bracing angle is angles or positions that give stability to your stances and or strikes. We need these all the time in Kenpo. So just a quick little thing on this. If I was in a horse stance this way and I tried to punch something this way or away from me, I'm going to knock myself backwards because I do not have a bracing angle, right? So if I'm in my neutral bow and I want to throw a punch to the face, when I pivot, you can see all the way down my body that I'm in my forward bow and it's going right out my foot. That is a bracing angle. So that's how it gives stability to my strikes. I want to talk about two techniques. They're both the roundhouse, or they're both kick techniques. One's supposed to be a roundhouse kick technique, and I want to show you how a bracing angle is going to be a position for you. So if I was in a neutral bow like this, and a roundhouse kick came in, and it's on an arc, if it comes in this way, can you tell that it's pretty much hitting me in a horse stance? So when I'm facing this way, if it hits me, if I don't move, if I just do a universal block and try to intercept that kick, it's going to knock me right back that way because I do not have a bracing angle. I'm not braced against that kick. So when we do swinging pendulum out of purple, when I do my adjustment, my left foot goes back and I'm shooting straight out here. Now you can see that the kick's coming in on an arc. It's coming in on this angle. I set myself up on that same angle, so if that kick tries to push me away, it's not going to be able to push me because I'm braced against it, okay? The other technique I want to talk about is bowing to Buddha out of the Browns. Now, a lot of people do bowing to Buddha out of or against a roundhouse kick. If you think about it, you can't because you don't have a bracing angle for it, or you would have to adjust the technique to add that bracing angle. It pretty much has to be a front kick or something's coming straight at you. So I'll show you what I mean. If I'm down on the ground, and this is the exact same thing I just talked about in swinging pendulum, is that if the kick was coming around this way, can you see how my stance is facing you in the camera? So if a roundhouse kick came this way and I tried to block it here, guess what's going to happen? I'm going to get knocked right over to the side. So if I wanted bowing to Buddha to be good against the roundhouse kick, I have to do exactly what I did in swinging pendulum. If I did it against a front kick, where the guy's just trying to take my teeth out with a front kick, now I can get my block in there, flick the kick off to the side, and then shuffle forward with the rest of the technique. All right, so if the kick was coming at me, I'm braced against the front kick. If it was a roundhouse coming this way, I'm not. I'm just going to get knocked over that way. So if you wanted to do bowing to Buddha against a roundhouse kick, you would have to do that adjustment. Whether you can still do the technique or not, try it out. See what you think. All right, but swinging pendulum shows us the proper way to brace for the roundhouse kick. If you're doing bowing to Buddha and you do it against a roundhouse kick, that is not the proper way to do it. So you're actually braced against a front kick. This little something, just think about a little bit. I'm not sure how you do raining claw against the uppercut, but raining claw should be you're smothering and then flicking the punch off to the side, so it's more like that. Smother the uppercut and pop it off to the side. When you do bowing to Buddha, hey, guess what? You're going down and you end up in the universal, but what did that just do? Same thing. A little higher because that's just how it needs to be because of the kick, but pretty much the same thing. So take a look at your techniques and look at the angle that the strikes are coming in at or the angle that you're shooting the strike out on, and you'll see that you should have a bracing angle. if you ever did a technique where you're like, man, this makes me wobble, or this knocks me off my feet or something like that, you probably don't have exactly the right angle. So check that out. Thank you for watching this video production from Kenpo University.